Oh, God, God, God. Whoa, okay. You know what? I'm going to have to call corporate at Instagram and just say, why so much hate? Why y'all hate so much on your brother? You know I'm feeding the people the truth. You know I'm feeding the people the truth. You know this. Why? Why so much hate? Instagram? Just why? Oh, man. You know, honestly, if it didn't happen so often, I wouldn't be able to blame Instagram. But because literally it is the every single time I go live norm for them to cut off my live, I know it's them. It's really a trip. It's really a trip. Okay, family. So once again, we're going to keep dropping the truth. We're going to keep dropping the truth. Go ahead and support your brother. Cash App there. We're going to keep dropping this truth. And I'm delving deeper. Since Instagram wants to cut me off, we're going to go deeper. If you don't mind, let's go ahead and go harder. They cut me off every single time I go live, so you know what, goddamn it, let's go harder. My minister, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, says, speak truth regardless to whom or what. So regardless to whom or what, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whoever wants to cut me off, I'm going to keep speaking the truth and bringing the solutions that the people need. Let's go. So, as I was saying, organ donating, organ trafficking. The website that I'm going to give you one more time is going to give you all of the information you need according to Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network. Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network, which is www.optn.transplant.hrsa.gov. Once again, Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network, which is www.optn.transplant.hrsa.gov. That is where you can find out the numbers that I gave you, where it says 21 people are dying every day because they are waiting for an organ. Every 10 minutes, a person is added to the donors list. I am supporting the point that I'm going to make next. What I was talking about was the Planned Parenthoods in all of the black and brown communities, while there are fertility clinics in white communities. Why is that? Why are they encouraging black women to get abortions, but they're helping white women to have more children, encouraging them to have more children? Why is that? In the black and brown communities, there are Planned Parenthoods. I'm going to go deeper and I'm going to delve into the reasoning why. I'm going into the government plan as to why. I'm going into the depopulation area. I'm going to talk about the specific population control tactics. This is one of them. So please support your brother. Cash App, Rizza Islam. We're going to delve into this a little more. You have something called organ trafficking. You know this. You've heard of this. Organ trafficking. Sister Nia Wilson and Brother Marquise McGlotton. Those two were murdered within a span of 4 days. Why is this? Marquise McGlotton, his murderer will not be charged. Because they said the stand your ground law is what he invoked, which I have already proven earlier in my life to not be true at all. That is not the actual fact. The actual fact is that Marquise, the brother who was murdered in front of his 5-year-old and in front of his other 2 children and his queen, he was standing his ground. They were standing their ground against the aggressive force, which was that same racist individual who has been known at that exact store to argue with people over that same handicapped parking space, and 9 times out of 10 they were black people. He was known to call them niggas. He was known to all this, and he lives right down the damn street from the location. So number one, the stand your ground law protects those who are Caucasian males against the law. It protects them against the law. Now I'm saying it specifically. It protects them against the law. So what you are looking at is the Casual Killing Act of 1669. They are able to murder and not be charged over and over and over and over. Casual Killing Act 1669. Research it. Why is that? Here is one of the reasons behind it. You have the Casual Killing Act. You have them allowing murder to occur. Every 8 minutes in America, a black man, woman, or child is murdered by a police officer. And now, white vigilantes who want to get back at people who have been wanting to murder black people for quite some time. They have been wanting to do this, and all they needed was a legal justification. So what do? They are going to provoke you. Now listen, brothers, I need you to pay attention right now. Brothers and sisters now, because now it's no holds barred. When you have people killing black women now too, listen to me, brothers. You are going to be tested. They are going to come up to you. You will be approached by certain people. And they're going to approach you just to get you to react to them, so that they can then say that they stood their ground when they pull out the gun to murder you. Listen to me carefully, please. I'm not saying this just to say it. I'm telling you. The moment the police chief stated that the man will not be charged for murdering that brother, it tells every racist white man who wants to kill black people that all he has to do is provoke you, and then he can kill you and get off. Over 20 states in the United States have the Stand Your Ground law. Over 20 states in the United States have the Stand Your Ground law. You need to see if your state is one of those states which carries the Stand Your Ground law, because you are going to see more of the racist white men coming out trying to provoke you on purpose, so that they can then pull out a gun and kill you and say they stood their damn ground. I need you to please pay attention to this. I need you to please pay attention, because men and women are now targeted more than ever. So sisters, please do not react to every Caucasian male. I'm specifying Caucasian male because the Stand Your Ground law seems to benefit them heavily. I'm just saying this. This is an educational point. If you are in Florida, you definitely need to pay attention. That law is allowing the murder of black and brown men and women more than ever. And I'm going to keep saying the white, the black, and all of this, because that is what the color of law is. In the United States Constitution, in the local and state government constitutions, you have color of law. So if anybody says, I don't see color, you out of your goddamn mind. The country's codes, the country's laws, the country's policies see color. So you as an individual can't walk around here saying you don't see color when the damn laws which govern your whole goddamn country see color. Color is important. If it were not important, then there would be no laws which specify color, and they do. So if you are in one of the states in America which has the Stand Your Ground law as one of the laws that people follow, you need to know that. Number one, of the homework. Research to see if you are in a state which invokes the Stand Your Ground law. Number two, research how many cases of Stand Your Ground law have been fought where a black person was saying that they stood their ground. And if there are a number of cases where a black person shot someone in self-defense and said they were standing their ground, you need to research how many of those cases were won how many of them were victorious in winning those cases when they defended themselves against somebody else? Okay? If the likelihood of any of those cases is very low, it once again reinforces what I said earlier, which is the stand your ground law was not established, was not put in place for black and brown people. Once again, check to see if any of those cases have gone to court where a black person was defending themselves, saying they stood their ground. And if any of those did make it to court, see how many of those were won. This is what research is. This is how you research. And cross-reference it, if you want to go that far, cross-reference it with all of those states which have the stand your ground law. Cross-reference it with all of them. See how many people were white and said they stood their ground. See how many people were black and said they stood their ground. See how many of the cases of the black men and women who stood their ground were won. See how many of the cases where it was a white man or woman where they said they were invoking the stand your ground law and won. This is what research does. I hope your brain ain't hurt. All right, don't trip. You got it. All right, you got it. Cash app your brother for what I just gave you, because that's a whole lot of legal stuff I just gave y'all, and I don't be playing that, okay? Don't be playing. This stuff takes time. It takes years of research. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. So don't mistreat your brother. Come on, you pour into me, as Rizza said, you pour into me, I pour into you. I'm going to keep giving you these solutions, so don't you trip. I'm going to keep them cracking out. I'm going to keep giving them to you so that you don't have to take years to grab all this stuff. I'm going to just give it to you. All right? In exchange, support your brother. Cash out. Next point. What we are witnessing when you see black men and women being murdered, and then the person who murders them is not charged. Number one, 21 people are dying a day. They are waiting for organs. Every 10 minutes, a person is added to the organ donor list. Every 10 minutes. What is my point? Every 10 minutes, a person is added to the organ donor list, which means that is another person in need of a specific or particular organ from a body. Black and brown people make up a little over combined. Well, let's just say simply, black people make up a little over 12.5 to 13% of the United States population. But we are not the ones dying. Brown people make up a large amount of the United States population. But we are not the ones dying. Caucasian people are the majority of the population in this country. But they are the majority of those who are dying because they do not have the organs and their bodies are not sustaining themselves long enough. So who requires more organs today than anyone else? That will be Caucasian people. They are the majority in this country. But what is my point? They do not have enough organs, even though an estimated 45% of the organ donors in America, 45% of the United States citizens are on the organ donor list. 45% of the United States citizens are on the organ donor list. Do you know what 45% is? In the United States, there are a little over 340 million people. A little over 340 million people. And 45% of those 340 plus million people are on the organ donor list. Which tells you what? You have over 45%, over 100, nearly 200 million people who are telling the government, come kill me, my organs are available. That's what the hell the organ donor list tells them. These are the people who have offered their organs up for us to take. Did you really think that the DMV put the organ donor on your license to make you feel good? To be, to flash to your friends, say, hey, look, man, I'm an organ donor, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm trying to help somebody. What the hell? No. That's not how this thing goes. The moment you put organ donor on your driver's license, you told them that you are an open target. An organ is the only thing that everyone needs, which you cannot purchase in a store. There is no organ Walmart. There is no organ corner store. There is no organ section on Amazon. There is no organ area where you can just go find your new kidney. We'll have your kidney shipped to you in 2 days. No, that's not how this goes. That is not how this goes. You make yourself an open target the moment you put organ donor on your license. The moment you put organ donor on any of your documents, you make yourself an open target. They research your blood type, they research your ethnicity, your age, your body weight, all of this, and they put it on the black. It's funny, they call it the black market, but the black market is not ran by black people. So let's call it what it really is. We'll call it, I want to call it the wicked market, but just, you know, for right now, I'll just say the white market. The white market. White market. I'll just put it that way. Your organs are on display. Okay? It's on display. So that 45% of Americans who are on this huge list of all of those organ donors are targets. But guess who is the #1 target? Those without medical insurance. Listen to me carefully, please. Because everyone needs to know, if you don't have insurance, if you are black or brown, if you are on some form of welfare, if you are on WIC, if you are on any form of government assistance, you are target #1. You are target #1. If you are on any form of government assistance, WIC, welfare, food stamps, anything like this, if you live in the projects, hence why it's called a project. It's a project, like a school project, to see what the outcome will be if we experiment by injecting certain things and pulling out certain things and putting in guns and putting in drugs and putting in more crime and pulling out food and putting in more psychotropic drugs and putting a prison next to the place and putting more police officers in, causing more people to die and get murdered and no jobs and no food and no health. Just death and destruction, no education. It's a goddamn experiment. So you are #1. Take your name off of the organ donor list ASAP. #1. If you receive financial aid, you are definitely target #1. If you are on WIC, target #1. If you are on food stamps, target #1. If you are on any form of government assistance, you are target #1. And next, if you have no medical insurance, that gives another justifiable reason to target you, because it will only benefit the argument of your death when you don't have insurance, because it lets them know that you didn't care about life anyway. You didn't give a damn about yourself to get any health insurance. You didn't care about yourself to get any life insurance. No medical insurance. So your death seems justified. So we're going to take those organs that you didn't care too much about to insure them. We're going to take those organs that you didn't care too much about to insure them. We're going to take your whole body, all your blood, your eye, everything. We're just going to take it because you didn't insure it. You didn't really care too much about it. If you cared about it, you would have put insurance on it. If you cared about it, you would have put it in your will so that your children can decide what to do with your organs. If you cared about it, you would put it in your will. This is how they look at it. This is how they look at it. So what you are seeing when you see Neil Wilson, what you are seeing when you saw Marquise McLaughlin in Florida get murdered, what you are seeing, mind you, her throat was slit, he was shot in the chest. These are both areas that you take out, that you cut, that you stab and shoot if you do not want to damage vital organs. Listen, if I don't want to damage all of the valuable organs, I shoot or I cut in areas that will prevent those organs from being damaged. He got shot in the chest, past the heart, away from the heart. The heart is still there. Do you know a heart transplant costs over $100,000? Or a heart costs over $100,000 just for a heart. So that's a good heart there. You got some 2 kidneys available. That's a liver available. I know it sounds creepy. I'm sorry. I know. But this is the damn truth. Nia Wilson, throat was cut. Every organ from her throat down, from her neck down, is available. I'm not being far-fetched here. I'm not being funny. I'm not being I'm not out of space here. I'm not being too crazy. I'm not reaching. No, I'm being 100% right and exact. I'm right on it. I'm right on the damn mark. You need to be on it. You need to be on it. You need to know what's going on. Everybody needs to know what's going on. Because the moment you wake up and understand the game that's being played with your lives, then you will stop playing so much of a game with your own, and you will stop playing so much of a game with others. Brothers, you need to protect the sisters. Sisters, you need to protect the brothers. We need to protect one another. And both of you must protect the children. You have to. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Yes, get life insurance for yourself and your family. Yes, get medical insurance for yourself and your family. Stop spending all that damn money on packs of cigarettes and alcohol and spend it on some damn insurance for yourself and your family. Don't get mad at me because you got a goddamn addiction. Some little cigarette, some little 4 or 5 inch white thing has control over you? And you calling yourself a man or a woman? No. No. You don't look serious about your own life. Put the cigarettes and the alcohol down. Stop spending all of the money on those things and spend money on things that will help you and your children. Put medical insurance and life insurance on yourself. Put medical insurance and life insurance on your family. Put medical insurance and life insurance on your children. Put medical insurance on yourself and everyone that you have close to you, because that will not only prevent all of these goddamn organ donor hits, because these are targeted hits. Okay, I'm saying it specifically. These are targeted hits. They research your name, they research the city and the state you are in, and they have organ donors or organ seekers who are rich. And they come up with all this money and they say, listen, I'm worth $1 million. I'm worth $2 million. I'm worth $3 million. I'm not trying to leave no time soon. Who do you have in this city who has the same blood type as me and who has a kidney that I need so that I won't die? And they pay a couple thousand, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, whatever, I don't know. But they pay a researcher. They pay them. They research who has the same blood type as this, who has the same amount of weight, whatever. Because here's another thing that you need to know. According to NCBI.NIH.gov, organs can be given and transplanted between races. Your ethnicity does not matter when it comes to an organ being given to somebody else. I'm going to give you that again so you can understand. NCBI.NLM.NIH.gov. Anybody who ever told you that when a white person can't have a black organ, you losing your damn mind, and that's not true. That website I just gave you, a government website, tells you that it does not matter what ethnicity or race you are. An organ is an organ, and they can use it regardless to whether or not you think they can. And guess whose organs are the most potent? Which organs have the most nutrients? Which organs are the most resilient to disease and infection? Which organs are the most powerful? Happens to be black and brown organs, highly melanated, highly powerful, highly full of vitamin D from the sun rays, from stardust. Know the game that you are in, because the game is about your life now. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. So I'm going to go to the next topic here, so we can all understand right now. This has more to do with organ trafficking than anything else. Just know that. This has more to do with organ trafficking than anything else. And by the way, if you didn't know anything that I just told you, if you didn't know those websites that I gave you, if you didn't know about the organ trafficking and them researching you by blood type, by city, by state, by location, setting up hits where you get taken out and assassinated and then your organ gets taken. If you didn't know none of that, then support your brother. Cash App, Rizza Islam. No, don't get mad at me. See, I don't get mad when I have to do all this studying and all this research to give to you so that you can know this. I don't get mad at them. You deserve to know this. People should tell you this. They should have been told you this. Most of them don't know, but the ones who do know, they ain't not gonna tell you. I'm telling you, they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna tell you. And trust me when I say, you will be more afraid to know that there are more people who do know this, and they intentionally don't tell you. They intentionally don't let you know. They intentionally do not give up this information because they are afraid of losing their job. So literally, there are people who are willing to let you and your family die over them keeping their job. Trust me when I say this. There are actually people willing to let you die, and they know you're targeting. They will let you. And I'm referring to the medical field now, in particular. There are people, so-called Jews. I'm going to delve into something a little deeper now. In the Jewish tradition, certain Jewish traditions, Jewish, not Jews, the original Jews happen to be us. We are the true Jews. We are the original Jews. I know some people don't normally hear the President of the Nation of Islam speaking like that for some reason. I don't know where you go or don't go. But we are highly aware that we are the true Jews. We are the original Jews. Absolutely. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us that heavily. He has always taught that. But just so you can hear it, so it can titillate your ears and make you feel good, to hear it again, we are the true Jews. Now, here's my point. In the Jewish tradition, as of right now, and as it has always been, the Jewish tradition, they have blood rituals. Yes, they do. If this is too much, what I'm about to say to you, please log off. But I cannot not give you the truth. You need to know the truth. There are blood rituals that they have where they do use children. They scare the children intentionally because they believe that the adrenaline being produced comes in a form that is so potent that it enhances the fountain of youth for them. They believe that it is the fountain of youth and it keeps them alive. This is what they believe. I'm just telling you. They believe this. Not all Jews. We are the original Jews, but I am referring to the Zionist, Ashkenazi, Khazars. That is who I'm referring to. The Jewish, Ashkenazi, Khazars, the warlike tribe who came from Poland and then Germany and all of that area, and who now claim that they are the true Jews when we are the true Jews. But they do adrenochrome. Thank you. Adrenochrome, which is the adrenaline from children, and they scare children, they torture them, scare them to get as much of this adrenaline to be flowing through the blood, and then they literally drink the blood of these children. I'm not being funny, I'm not being too far, and once again, I'm not reaching, but this all goes along with the organ trafficking that I am talking about. These organizations, many of these organizations that sponsor and that fund Planned Parenthood, once again, these organizations that sponsor and or fund Planned Parenthood just so happen to be of the majority Jewish-owned. The organizations that fund Planned Parenthood, which includes the Bill Gates administration, who funds Planned Parenthood, Hillary Clinton, who helps to fund Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood was founded by Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger. Please remember her name. Write it down. Go on YouTube. Watch all of her videos. Margaret Sanger was a eugenicist. She herself, if you go on YouTube and you watch one of her old interviews with, I believe, Mike Wallace, she said, quote, "I believe the greatest sin is to bring a child into the world," end quote. That woman's organization, Planned Parenthood, at first was called the American Birth Control League. It was created to depopulate the black and brown population. Planned Parenthood was an organization started to stop black women and brown women from having children. Margaret Sanger also stated, quote, "We cannot let word get out that we are trying to exterminate the Negro population," end quote. If you think I'm lying, I need you to go and research. Fact check me, because I don't want to spew any lies to the people. But trust me when I say I've researched this for so long and been involved with this for so long that I know for a damn fact that what I am saying and everything that I have been saying are actual facts. Research the American Birth Control League. Research the Eugenics Society, which started in Nazi Germany. Research all of this. Francis Galton, founder of eugenics, which means good genes, an entire system that was adopted by the majority of this planet, where they believe that the only pure race was blue eyes and blonde hair, and that is something that Adolf Hitler adopted. It didn't start with him, but he took it on. Him and Ernst Ruden in Germany. All of this, T4, Tiergarten 4, T4, research T4, all of this information you need to know. So my point is, in America, Planned Parenthood is sponsored by Jewish organizations, by Jewish money. In the Jewish traditions, they have blood rituals, and particularly with black children, by drinking the blood and eating the organs of black children. And I know even that some of you are like, are you serious? Well, let me go ahead and support that fact. You've heard of Dracula, yes? You've heard of Dracula, yes? Dracula was a real man. Dracula was a real human being. His name was Vlad Dracula. Vlad Dracula in Europe. He ate the organs of black and brown people. Vlad Dracula. Please understand what you are doing, because this is far from a joke. It is absolutely correct. It is absolutely real. Absolutely real. So my point is that Planned Parenthood is being supported by these organizations. This is something that has been going on for a very long time. And this is not something that will stop as long as we are ignorant and continue to go get abortions and continue to go get contraceptives and the birth control shot from them, and continue to just have uncontrollable sex. So you have to get under control. We have to get under control within ourselves. We can't blame somebody else all the damn time anymore. You and I have to get under control, because they are using our appetites against us, is what the Honorable Minister Farrakhan said. They are using our mouth, our stomach. So the food that they give us to kill us. Global 2000. Research Global 2000 under President Jimmy Carter, where they use food as a weapon to depopulate. So they use food, our taste buds in our stomach. They use our sexual appetite, our sex organs, to get rid of us. AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, which did not start with black folks. It was first called GRID, which stood for gay-related immunodeficiency. GRID was a disease primarily popular and well known among Caucasian men. Grid is what later changed into AIDS, but that also was created. Ebola, the flu, you can go down all of these. So they're trying to depopulate us through our food, through our sexual organs, through vaccinations, you name it. There's too much to go over tonight. I'm not going to stay on all night and do this because there's a whole lot of information. There's a whole lot that I can drop, but I'm not going to do it tonight because it's too much to put on you. I don't want to put that all on you. But I want to end this point, and we're going to definitely end this broadcast. Right before I end it, family, if you have learned anything whatsoever, anything, support your brother, Cash App there, because this research takes a very long time. Once again, I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. The social media thing is new, but I mean actually being with the people, in the street with the people. Since I was 9 years old. This social media stuff is new. But definitely, family, took a long time to get all this information and this research, so support your brother. Cash App right there. I'm going to go to the next point, and we will be done here. A quick update so that everybody knows. A quick update. John Lee Cowell, the Caucasian terrorist, that individual who is a definite terrorist. See, let's start using the proper language now. That's a terrorist, okay? If you want to know, that's a terrorist, okay? That's a terrorist. It wasn't a Muslim that killed the sister. It wasn't a Muslim. It was a Caucasian male. It's okay to say that. They love to say Muslims did it. Muslims didn't know. You goddamn wrong. Muslims didn't do it this time. They love to call black men thugs. Oh, you're thugs. Great. Well, so far, the face of the real terrorists have been Caucasian males. So he was a terrorist, and it's okay. It's okay. That was a terrorist. He was arrested. So everybody give a hand clap. Give a hand clap for that. A thumb up, a hand clap, a lightning bolt, whatever you want to put in there. But he was arrested. Not too long ago, I believe a couple hours ago, the individual who killed Sister Nia Wilson, he was arrested. So let us go ahead and give a hand clap for that. But the point is, let's see what the punishment will be. Let's see what he will get. Don't be surprised if they only give him a couple years. Don't be surprised if he pleads insanity. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you now, don't be surprised if he pleads insanity, if they let him off, if they give him probation, if they give him a couple years, and they say it's in the third degree. You know, third degree murder or third degree manslaughter or third degree murder. Well, I forgot which one is either manslaughter or murder, but in the third degree, the person will get 3 to 5 years max, maybe 7. See, don't be surprised, all right? Don't be surprised. But the point is that he's arrested. Good. We got somewhere at the moment. Until then, you and me need to continue to strengthen our self-discipline, protect your family. Protect your family. Period. Brothers, don't get nervous now. Don't get nervous and think that you can't protect your family now because you saw a brother get murdered because he stood up for his queen. You know, hell no. You die protecting your queen. That is one of the most noble things you could ever do. Don't you say, no, I'm not going to protect her. No. You better protect her. That's what you do. That's what we do. A real king protects his family. I don't give a damn what people tell you. That white male, if he had a family and someone was trying to attack his family, he will protect his family with his life. That's what lions do. You need to be courageous. Don't be out here being soft now and think, oh, I don't want to get shot. No, F that. So the hell what? One of the most noble things a man can do is die to protect his family, die protecting his family. Some of you carry guns, fine. I don't advocate guns. I'm in the Nation of Islam. We do not advocate such. We've been getting along quite well without guns for nearly 100 years. I advocate these. If you can't fight like this, then you're a goddamn coward. If you can't fight with your fist, but you can only use a gun, you are a coward. I don't care what anyone tells you. I'm from Compton. We use our fists. I know how to use my fists, my forehead, my elbows, my feet, my knees. Be a real man. Learn how to fight. Learn how to fight. Fine. Learn how to shoot too. Fine. That's extra. But these don't run out of ammunition. This don't run out of ammo. You don't need no ammo for this. You don't need no permit for this. Well, sometimes you need a permit for this. Sometimes. But this don't run out of ammo. Sisters, protect yourself, but sisters, help the brothers by controlling yourself. control yourself, learn how to protect the children, learn how to fight too. Everybody has to learn how to fight. Everybody has to learn how to fight. Support each other, love one another, protect one another, because as of right now, the war is on, and you need to understand that it's not a war of black and white. It's not a war of black and white. It's not a war of black and white. The international bankers are orchestrating everything that you are seeing right now. The banking system is destroyed. So they are trying to control every goddamn thing. Everything. So what do? They put the white against the black. Number one, white against black, tall against short, light against dark, gay against straight, Muslim against Christian, liberal against every other form of political party, or every form of political description, Democrat versus Republican, everything, everybody. This against that, this against that, this against that. No. First of all, you black. You black. Be that. I'm black first. Period. I don't care what nobody says. No, for real. I'm black, but I'm a black man first. Period. I don't give a damn about anybody who calls it racist. Go to hell. Go to hell if you call me racist for saying that I'm proud to be a black man. Yeah, get out of here. Period. Self-love is something that should be embraced. Black love does not equal white hate. Black love does not equal white hate. Black love ain't never conquered a goddamn continent. Black love has never genocidally murdered an entire group of people. Black love has never enslaved another group of people. Black love has never had an embargo or an entire agenda plan to eradicate an entire ethnicity of people. Black love ain't never did such a damn thing. So I choose black love. Thank you. Thank you very much. Brother Spoken Reasons tapped in. Said I'm fighting until I can no more. The strap coming out. Okay, brother, well played. Brother Spoken Reason said he gonna fight until he can't fight no more. And after you fight, the strap gonna come out. Okay, all right. Okay, brother. Okay. I got you. So family, much love. Much love. It's that time. It's that time. Cut out the differences now. Black woman, love the black man. Black man, love the black woman. Stop with the nonsense. Stop with the nonsense. It ain't worth it. The children need us. The children need us. The children need us. Our people need us. Our people need us. Our people need us. And by the way, if you're a blood or a crip, just so I can end it on this point, if you're a blood or a crip, time to go back to the original purpose of what that was. Protect your community against the enemy. Period. 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 Don't call yourself no blood, no crip if you shooting at your own people. If you're not pulling that gun out on the police, you ain't no real crip or real blood. Shut your mouth. And I'm saying that to the OGs too. We all family. We all family. But the original purpose of a blood and a crip was to protect the community from racist officers. If you are not embracing the foundation and the founding principles of your origin, you cannot say that you are a part of that which derived in the push for justice, freedom, and equality. Period. Don't call yourself a crip if you're not fighting for justice. Don't call yourself a blood if you're not fighting for justice. Don't call yourself a crip if you're not fighting and standing up against white supremacy. Don't call yourself a blood if you're not fighting against and standing up against white supremacy. Don't. You are a liar. You are a new KKK Klans member if you are choosing to kill your own brother over a color that you do not own. Period. So to all my Crips, to all my Bloods, much love to you. If you a real one. Not harming your own people, not selling drugs to your own people. Period. No. If you are a real Crip, you are a real Blood, protecting your people, I'm with you. I'm with you. And I mean that. We are with you. I mean that. And I only mean for those real brothers and sisters who are out here really putting in the work. I know Crips who are doing good work for the people. And they understand that this is the original purpose of a Crip and a Blood, not the one that the enemy gave you. You use blue and red, and the enemy, the KKK Klansman, uses blue and red. He gave you the guns, he gave you the drugs, and then they infiltrated the Bloods and the Crips by dressing up like Bloods and Crips and started gang wars and perpetuated gang wars. That is what the government did. After the Berlin Wall came down in Germany, they were reassigned. All of the agents were reassigned from Germany to gangs. So just know and understand what you're dealing with. It's not a game. If you're a true blood or a true Crip, you fight for freedom, justice, and equality. If you are a true blood and a true Crip who does everything for freedom, justice, and equality, you're not selling no drugs, you're not harming your own people, you are fighting against injustice, you're fighting against racism, you are fighting against white supremacy, you are building your community, you are building. You are bringing freedom, justice, and equality, then you are a true Crip, you are a true savior of your people, and you are exactly what God needs and what the people need. Minister Farrakhan loves the true bloods and true Crips who are doing positive for the people, period. So don't let nobody say nothing about no bloods and no Crips, and stop trying to judge our people, because you ain't doing no better. Anybody who wants to judge them, don't say nothing. Get in there, get in the dirt with the people, and help them. All right? So family, I'm done for the night. All right? Much love. I truly appreciate you. Cash App there. If you'd like to support your brother, if you learn anything from everything that I went over, from the organ trafficking policies to Planned Parenthood, eugenics, to Neil Wilson and Marquise McLaughlin, all the information that I went over, if you learn anything at all, support your brother. Cash App there. I will post a post asking for your comments and for your feedback, because I sincerely want your feedback. Follow me on Twitter at Islam Rizza. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already, which is follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube, and follow me on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Rizza Islam and the number 1. All right, family. Truly appreciate you. Much love. Pray that Allah blesses you with more success. Let's make this happen. We at war.